Broad Street, you run into Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles here in South Philadelphia. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Las Vegas Raiders and the Philadelphia Eagles on Sunday Night Primetime. Mike Tirico next to the great tight end, Greg Olsen. Glad you are joining us for this one. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. On the ground, here comes Ashton Jeanty. And he's able to fight through one tackle here. Pick up about 3. Second down coming up.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
In motion, that's Thornton. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Oh, man, open downfield is Thornton. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. Give him 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now they'll set up to throw. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Back to the air again on second and 10. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down. In motion, that's Thornton. On third down, they'll set up to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down. Jalen Carter in there to bring him down for his 7th sack of the year. On fourth down, A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. We go 3 tight ends here on first and 10. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry, down at the 21, a gain of 1.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
Here's second and 9.
Here we go, sack.
Off the play action. He'll set up to throw. To the left side, caught by Hunter. And they will bring him down inside of midfield. Big time play for Philly. 31 yards.
How about that for your first catch of the game? I mean, to be able to attack the defense with your very first grab really sets things up nicely for the rest of the game. So defensively, they need to tighten up a little bit on the back end, because I promise you that's not going to be the last time they call his number.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Pass caught by Hunter. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. He'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, this one is complete. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. 20 yards on that pass play. Good for an Eagles first down. Now give on the ground. Open space inside the 10. And he's in. What a drop. Touchdown, Eagles. It's his 4th rushing touchdown of the year.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike. And you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Nothing is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Here we go on the return from the 1. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. They'll run it straight ahead now with Genty. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Looking to throw here on 2nd and 10. Open man is Marvin Harrison Jr. And he's out of bounds, but they're going to spot this inside the 25. A big-time play for Vegas. 42 yards.
So think back to earlier in the week, Mike, and they told us they want to get him going here early and often. So I'd expect plenty of passes to head his way as this game unfolds.
He'll drop to throw. That's caught. It's the tight end, Brock Bowers. And he's into the end zone. What a response. Brock Bowers. Touchdown, Raiders. His 4th TD grab of the season. Now, the extra point.
For the extra point.
He's got it. And the Raiders will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. We're on top, 7 apiece. And the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 3. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set. Viking 18. Viking 18.
They'll begin here on the ground. Room to run at the 40. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
Oh, a nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Stephanie. Mustang. 60 Bison. 60.
So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. Harris Evans on the scoreboard. And we're back in Philly in a moment. Eagles in possession to start the second quarter. They've got it with a 2nd down and 10.
Dragon 60. Ready.
They'll look to throw. He'll get this complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. A gain there of 27 yards.
And it's his first catch of the game, and it ends up being a good one. All week long, we talked about how this dominant secondary wanted to take away their best targets, and he continues to make plays like that. Their top 10 ranking could take a hit by the end of this one.
Cup 19. Cup 19.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
Really nice job there, Mike. All they're trying to do is just clear some space for the tight end and then let him go to work in the middle of the field. Now they're set up nicely inside the red zone.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Now this looks like a design run. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
You could tell the entire time that running back is just looking for his crease to get vertical and cut back. But the defense does a great job. Inside-out pursuit, strings this ball out towards the sideline. Nowhere to go, and they make a big stop for no gain.
19 Tiger. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Let's go.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
to throw here to begin the drive. He'll get that complete to Harrison. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Well, so often we see quarterbacks standing in the pocket, holding it, seeing if they can create something downfield. Well, not that play. That play was simple. Snap the ball to the quarterback, spit it out into the hands of your receiver, and let's see what he can do.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Back to throw. He's got his man. That's Burton. 13 yards on the catch there. First down, Vegas.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
1st and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. A dive and a catch. Incredible. That's another first down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18.
So, Mike, you look back at the quarterback and you see that this ball is coming out of his hand and it's going to be low. And the decision's made. You've got to go down to the ground to secure the catch. First order of business. Your hands are between the ground and the ball, no matter what that looks like. And then once you secure it, you've got to roll, protect the ball, and under no circumstances can that ball move or hit the ground. And how often do we see a great catch overturned on replay? So it's not easy. You get paid to catch them all. And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That one knocked away. In the end zone, incomplete. What a good job locating the football by the defense where it matters most. And it'll bring up 3rd down now. Throwing now from the gun. Gets that one complete to his tight end Bowers. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down. They'll look to throw yet again. And he can hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down. Trying to get it to his tight end, Brock Bowers. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Back to the air one more time. Forced out wide. He's got it at about the 8. And they're going to get down inside the 5. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. It is such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome.
That is caught by the tight end, Elijah Higgins. Touchdown, Vegas.
It seems to me they were kind of holding this play call for this exact situation, Mike. First and goal, down here near the goal line, and they had this one worked up all week. Simple pitch and catch, and it works to perfection.
We are all square, 14 apiece the score as this one's away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's tossed downfield by Pickens. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And an Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. Throw here down the field. Will fall incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. And it'll be 2nd down.
And you can see the quarterback, he's looking up at the Jumbotron after that throw, Mike. He knows he just got away with one, and he's thinking, all right, what do I got to do to make an adjustment that it's not so close the next time?
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. That's brought in right side by Pickens. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the
Now,
21-yard
a whistle.
line.
Looks like there was movement on the left side of that offensive line.
Oh boy! What's up?
Now they'll set up to throw. This is caught down that right side. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple.
The ball comes out. One of the Raiders has got it. He's to the 40. Still going. And he rumbles his way into the end zone. The fumble recovery. And the great return for the touchdown. And Greg, you talked about it all week. Not just stop him with the defense, but make impact plays, and that is as big a play as you can ask for.
Yeah, across the league, Mike, this continues to be a huge point of emphasis. Every defensive coach starts practice with takeaway circuits. How can we find ways to take the ball away? In this case, they force the fumble, scoop, score, 6 points.
Three seconds, all that remain in this first half, as that one's away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Ready, ready, Warriors 70, Cowboy 80. 79 Broncos.
to throw. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Only good for saving face, senior cosmetics. How many hands I gotta take to level my aesthetics? Hurry up and get your muscle up, we got the plyometric. Ran by the Luxemess, up the highest metric. The city just made it sweet, you could diabetic. They mouth you full of deceit, let these cowards tell it.
Ready? Viking 18. Check out.
We'll get this to Hunter on the RPO. And he's going to be out of bounds, just shy of midfield. That was good for 29.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Hawk 7. Hawk 7.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain.
On 2nd and 10, they'll try to throw. A quick throw, that's complete on the slant. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. That is intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Run right up the gut of Genty. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. Good for a Raider first down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That is taken in left side by Thornton. And he'll be forced out of bounds just a couple yards short of a first down. That's a pickup of 8. 2nd and a yard. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And he can't get away. Down he goes. Back to the 16. Nolan Smith. He gets in there to drop him for a big loss. And now it's 3rd and long.
3rd and long.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. 18 back. 18 back. Let's go.
They'll look to throw. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This returnable from the 4. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Ready, ready. Viking 18. 19.
Drive will start on the ground, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. Tackle there by Trenton Simpson.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go, set. Count.
Now it's Johnson. And he's going to be fouled up quickly after a gain of about 1. It is Max Crosby there to wrap him up.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
It's 3rd and 4.
Head for 11. Set it. Trap 60. 70 Timberwolves.
He'll drop to throw. That'll be caught. It's Hunter. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Complete left side to Pickens. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
11 more yards. That's another Eagles 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Viking 18. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Out to his right, and he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
Head to 60, head to 60.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. Open man left side is Brown. He's got it. 11 yards for number 11. And a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
10 at the 19-yard line.
70 Lions. Come 19, come 19. 19 tight, 19 tight. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Go.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I can guarantee you that interception he threw on the previous drive, that's still in the back of his mind. You got to know when to take a chance, and you got to know when to just throw the ball away and live for the next down.
2nd and 10.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Dragon 60.
Back to throw. That's going to be Complete coverage. Very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
And this is really just more of the same that we saw in the first half. They have made it a huge struggle in the passing game. I mean, just no easy completions, no open space. Every single ball has been contested, and they've done a great job all day.
So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, he'll throw. He's got his big tight end. Touchdown, Eagles. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
At their own 27-yard line.
Set up to throw. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And I think the Eagles have it. Yes, they do.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Looking to throw here on 2nd and 10. Looking middle, and he spots Hunter there. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter.
It's a gain of 6.
So, both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the 3rd quarter. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 18 Pioneer.
Throwing now from the gun. He's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Go! Cougar 19. Warriors 70.
They'll look to throw again. This is intercepted. And a big return. He's finally tackled right near midfield.
And in these tight games, especially in the second half, Mike, these are the big moments that somebody needs to step up and make a play, and that's exactly what he's able to do here. Great read, great reaction, steps in front of that ball and ends up going the other way.
On the ground, it's Genty to start the drive. Room to run inside the 40. A terrific run there, all the way down to the 30-yard line. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and trying to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the fourth quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
They'll go again with Genty. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
So they're not going to get the yardage to reflect it, but I actually thought that was a pretty nice job by the running back, at least getting back to the original line of scrimmage. This offensive line, they've got to do a better job getting him through untouched. His yards before contact got to be better.
I had a defender draped all over him, incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out. At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
The throw here is complete. And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's first and goal coming up.
First and goal, Raiders.
The blitz overwhelms the offensive line, and down he goes. Back to the 5-yard line now. Second down and goal.
19
They'll turn and hand this one off. He'll get a couple, mark them down at the 3. This crowd into it now as we get to third down. That is caught, and he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Ashton Genty, touchdown Raiders. Extra point try forthcoming. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
Yeah, really with I should probably start a head, boy, because I got all the heads, boy.
19 tight. Let's go now. 70 ring, Cougar 19. Go.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. There's this man again. Another catch. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2 at the 43-yard line.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
Check. Hawk 70, Hawk 7, Mustang 19. Check go.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That one knocked away, and it's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
He'll let this go for Pickens. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 36 yards.
At the 15-yard line.
7 Pirates. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Ready?
Now they'll set up to throw. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. They'll try again here. It's 2nd and 10.
Come on, set. 70 Lions, Dragon 60. Panther 11, Panther, Cup 19, Cup 19.
They'll drop to throw. Good coverage there in the end zone, and is incomplete. Terrific work. They separated the man from the football, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Here we go, set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Trap 60, trap 60. Get up.
He'll look to throw. Looking middle, and he's got Brown. And he's close to the goal line. Won't have the touchdown, but he does pick it up on 3rd down.
70 Lions.
First down. First down
70
and goal to
Rangers,
go.
70 Rangers. Let's go.
Back to the air one more time. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Raiders are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Genty. And the defense strings him out. He'll fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
That's into the hands of Horton. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Oh, now flags come in. Looks like movement up front. And 3rd down just became a lot tougher. So, after the 5 yards are walked off, they face 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
This fielded inside the 35. And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line. This is 1st and 10.
Go street. Not head to 60. Head to 79 Broncos. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
Back to the air once more on second down. And caught downfield by Hunter. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. And even 30 yards. All three timeouts still remain. They'd love to use them on the defensive end, but here comes 1st and 10.
19 tight. 19 tight. Dragon 60.
They'll look to throw. Quick hitting slant there. And they'll have 1st and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in this one. Here we go. 1st and goal.
Mustang 19. Bronco 80. 18. Pioneer. Buffalo 18. Check up.
They'll look to throw yet again. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet.
Well, that was step one. The offense did their job, get this thing back within one possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll stop it with a little over 30 left in the game. Elliott on now for the PAT. He's got it. And the Eagles back within 7. It's 35-28.
Eagles 28.
A one-score game late, and you figure they got to have this one as they'll try an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Recovering an onside kick has really become kind of a lost art nowadays, Mike. You just don't see it very often. You're trying to find where's the weak link, where's the hole in the recovery unit. Kicker's got to put the ball there, and then it's just a race to recover it.
They'll come up for 1st and 10.
60, trap 60. Let's go now. Viking 8, cut 19, cut 19.
He'll drop to throw. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. It's 2nd down.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
So now after that last incompletion, this brings up a critical 3rd down. But remember, Mike, they don't have to get it all here in one play. They've got 3rd and 4th down. There's no punt, there's no kick. They've got to treat this like it's their final possession of the game, and they've got 2 downs to extend this drive.
Now, a big third down.
Let's go. Cougar 19. 19 Lion. 60 Maverick. Warrior 70. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Let's go.
That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. This guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
He dives, and what a catch for the first down. Here's the timeout for Philadelphia. That is their second. They stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
This offense still has the one timeout to use. First and 10 coming up now.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Mustang 19.
Rolling right. Inside the 10, it is caught. And it's a touchdown. They have gotten to within one. And a two-point conversion can give them the lead here in the final minute.
Mike, I know everyone has their opinions about whether to kick it or go for two, but my honest opinion is I don't even think there's a decision to be made. I'm keeping my offense on the field. We've practiced all week for our gotta-have-it two-point play. Dial it up. Do not play for overtime. Win this game now in regulation.
Final seconds here, overtime looming on the horizon as they kick it off. He fields it at the 8. Now an opening past the 30. And he finally gets forced out of bounds, but that was a fantastic return.
I mean, you talk about a potentially game-changing play. I mean, that's a big one right there. They've just lost the lead. It's a tie game late, and he takes the kickoff and nearly springs it the distance.
Now the Eagles will use the last of their timeouts, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. So on is the kicker, Harrison Mevis, in a big spot. This to win the game. Now timeout Vegas. That is their second, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. So on is the kicker, Harrison Mevis, in a big spot. This one he's got to have. And this one running out of steam. Not enough leg to get there. No good. So overtime coming up. Quick reminder of the rules. Each team guaranteed one possession. Any defensive score ends the game. Each team gets a couple of timeouts. All the replays come from upstairs. If this first OT ends in a tie, so does the game. Four quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. This is going to be taken in at the 3. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return. On first and 10, they'll set up to throw. And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down. So, first and 10 now from the 30.
And the Raiders first down.
This is Genty. And he'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line.
37-yard line. It's a big number 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 4. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
A 7-yard gain.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a 1st down.
He's going to look for the home run ball. That's caught. And he will score. Dante Thornton. Touchdown, Vegas. Greg, you can't ask for a better way to start overtime. What an exciting touchdown.
Yeah, and the quick strike now allows them to take complete control here in overtime. They are a defensive stop away from getting out of this one with a big win.
So, thanks to that recent rule change, still the chance to extend this game and match that opening overtime score as they receive the kickoff here. And he's down at 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Now give up the middle. And a good run there. Gonna get him 5 yards.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 5.
Go! Cowboy 80!
On play action, he'll set up to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Good work. The defender bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Here now, 3rd and 5.
Lightning 18!
Back to throw. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
35-yard line.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. Left side, it's caught by Brown. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
4 yards on the pickups. 2nd and 6 at the 39-yard line.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 6.
7 Pirates! 7 Pirates! 19 Lions!
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He'll look over the middle and find his running back. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
60 Bobcat! 60 Bobcat! 18 Rattler! 18 Rattler! 60 Maverick! 60 Maverick! Chap 60! Chap 60! 18 Pioneer!
They'll look to throw again. To the outside. Catch made by Pickens. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down.
At the 23-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
79 Broncos. Let's go. Panthers 60. Panthers 60. Warriors 70. Go.
He's got it at about the 8. And he'll take this down to the 6. That's good enough for first down. 1st and goal.
That's another Eagles first down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. 19 tight. 19 tight.
He's got it at the 3. And he's got another one. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Mike, what a game, but now what decision are they going to make? They find themselves down 1. I think this is a no-brainer. Ball on the 2-yard line, dial up your best offensive play, and go win this game now.
You had a feeling they might do this if they scored. The head coach says, let's end it here. They'll go for 2 and the win. And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points. So it's a win here for the Eagles. They had to work for this one. All even through 4 quarters, able to get the breakthrough in overtime to come away with the victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners, as we say, so long from South Philly.
What's happening? What's happening? Hey, hey, it's your boy Lil Jon. Lil Jon. The Pick Your Me Click. What's up, Bodie? What's happening? What's up, Sean Paul? What's happening? Hey, now ladies and gentlemen, it's about that time to turn this thing on out. Now let me see everybody do this. Hey, let's go. Snap your fingers.